Coming up on the best of STL, KSDK's Lisa Zigman. From the Peabody Opera House, John Urban. The soulful sounds of the Kenny DeShields Band. An exotic taste from Meskerem. And now, your hosts, Cassandra and Ivy.
That doorway, and all of a sudden we entered Los Angeles. Look at
this.
I
know, or Las Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, our own show in Vegas.
Awesome.
Yeah. You can see that a lot of things are new.
Absolutely. We have a new set. Look at this, Ivy. It's so intimate.
It is. And I think we've got more new stuff on its way as well. We've got new music. I was digging that.
I know. We're going to have new guests. So, that's always a cool thing.
It is. And, we've got some other changes coming up with some new hosts, but we are the same great name, which is Best of STL.
So, we're going to be on our same game.
That's right.
Well, you know what, Ivy, I'm excited because, as you said, we have some new hosts coming on the show. So we might as well get to introducing them.
That is one of the most exciting changes, I think, on the show, because Cassandra and I are back. But I want to introduce you to one of our first co-hosts, Cara K. She's been on the show with us before, but now she's coming on. She's going to special events happening around St. Louis.
Welcome.
Cara, what we got coming up?
Well, if I can get up this chair, this high chair, I'm definitely vertically challenged, but I've lived with that. Yes. We've got Angel Arms here with us. Thank you for being here. We've got the MS benefit coming up, so there's somebody here to talk about that with us as well, and the Hispanic Festival coming up. So, yeah. And as always, as you guys know, we have a live studio audience, which thank you so much for being here. And we have a special guest in the audience. It's River of Life Church of God in Christ. So thank you. So if you're looking for something to do in September, you'll definitely find it with the events tonight.
Looking forward to it. You know what? Now, you heard that sultry voice introducing us today. And, that voice may sound familiar to you because she's on the radio, but now she's decided to come to television to grace us with her presence. Let's welcome Selena J.
We know who the fan favorite is now. Look at that.
Right, Selena. Welcome. Now, Selena, we know you've been on the radio wonderful on Magic. We're so happy to have you with us, so welcome to the Best of the STL. But tell me, what are you anticipating about TV? What makes you excited?
Oh, I love change, so I'm very excited about the new adventure, learning something new, a new challenge for me. So that's exciting. I'm a girly girl, so I love playing dress up. So, makeup and all of that is always fun for me. So I'm just excited about all of it, actually.
Excellent. Well, welcome, Selena.
It is. We've got a theme going here, so we're going to welcome our next co-host out. You've seen her on Laugh Out Loud, and you know her from the comedy circuit. She's here to bring us the lighter side of STL, as well as a few laughs. LJ Reeves.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You bring a thunder to the audience when you come.
I need to bring a new agent so I can get a check.
We will share with you now.
Okay.
We're givers.
We are. She's going to be giving us some laughs and keeping it real. And what else do we have to look forward to?
Oh, we're going to do a lot of the fun, lighter stuff in St. Louis. Some stuff that'll make you laugh. Some stuff that's not funny to them, but probably to me. So it's going to be a good time. I'm excited about it.
Well, wonderful. Well, you've met us all, and you know what? We have some great guests coming out as well. We have Lisa Zigman from KSDK Television on tonight.
That's right, and John Urban from the Peabody.
And you heard a little taste of the Kenny DeShields Band, where they're going to be playing tonight for us as well.
You smell it? Oh my gosh. That's Meskerem. They're on South Grand. They are one of the top African restaurants here in St. Louis. I'm going to go check it out.
All right, Abby.
Enoch, welcome to Best of the STL.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for getting me here on the first day of the season.
The premiere, that's right. So you guys were nominated as Best African Restaurant in 2007 when you guys opened here in St. Louis.
Exactly.
Talk about what you're going to be making tonight.
All right. I'm making best dishes that Ethiopian offer to the world. One is called the dorowat. The dorowat is made with the chicken and some spicy sauce and with broiled egg. It's going to be yummy. Of course, you're going to smell it already.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of it. And the other one I'm going to make is it's called the specialties. And I'm making the onion caramelized right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to put some beef in it, and then I'll put some purified butter.
Chicken, beef, butter, and then tell us about the bread.
The bread is right here in front of you, and I'm going to make some over there.
Okay.
This is called injera.
Injera.
The Ethiopian flat bread. It's made with the grain called teff, and we're going to have that as a staple to eat the dishes that I'm going to make.
That's fun. And the way Ethiopians eat, we eat like community-style food. Everybody thinks that no
Exactly.
utensils, so everything is done with the injera.
Yes, it's eaten by like a communal. It's together as a friends, and it shows loyalty and friendship. So everybody tear off a bread together and scoop and eat.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is dorowat.
No wonder you brought your favorite dish. I'm so
Exactly.
glad. And guess what? Studio audience is going to be able to taste a little bit of this with us towards the end of the show. Speaking of that, two lucky studio audience members are going to win a $25 gift certificate
Yes.
to Meskerem. All right, I'm going to let you pull out a name there, and I'm going to pull out a name. So we'd like to congratulate. That's your wife. We're not going to say. You can't.
that's
Larita Rice, you're coming. You're going to be able to go to Meskerem. There she is. All right, Larita. Hey, Michael Bernard. Michael, you won. Congratulations. Oh, take your mom, Michael. That's so sweet. All right. Meskerem's open 7 days a week. We're going to give you more information about them. If you want to visit them online, you can go to meskeremstl.com or call 772-4442. All right, we're going to be back with Enoch in a little bit, but I'm going to take a look at what Cara's got cooking.
I'm here with William Foster, and you have some of your group in the audience with us. Tell us about that.
Yes, well, we're River of Life Church, and we're located at 3329 Missouri 94 in St. Charles, Missouri. And we would like to invite you to come out this Sunday to experience our teaching on Faith That Conquers. You can also check us out on our website, www.riveroflifecogic.com.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being with us, you guys. Okay. I have Kyle Andrews with me, and Kyle Andrews, you're here to tell us about the first annual Dance Fest for MS.
Yes, it is on September 10th at Castelloma Ballroom, and 100% of proceeds go to the National MS Society Gateway Area Chapter, and it's our fourth third-party event, so me and my mom, we volunteer, and all the money goes to them. So there'll be dancing. It starts at 7, it goes till 1 a.m. Tickets are $20 in advance, gets you appetizers, and we get rented up the upper mezzanine levels, so $10 at the door, but you won't be able to get up in the mezzanine and the appetizers. So if contact information, you can get tickets from me. Can I give my number? Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the number is
Give your number. Ladies.
ladies.
Go ahead.
The number is 314-941-7692, and like I said, they're $20 in advance, and we hope to see you there. So.
Okay, now have you ever been to the Castelloma Ballroom?
Yes, about 10 years ago, I danced my socks off.
Yeah?
I was a little 13-year-old, so it's a really cool place, and I mean, it is, kids are welcome, so it's all ages, and I had a blast. I love to dance, so it works for me.
Well, we may have some dancers from the Hispanic Festival with us, right? So you can show us what you got tonight then.
If you want, yeah.
Right, ladies? Right?
Out there, so.
All right, well, thanks for being here, and I will toss it to Cassandra and Ivy.
I'm ready for him to break it down.
I know,
How about
I
you?
know,
Break
it's gonna be
dancing right
exciting.
here? Yeah.
Ivy, you might even bust a move.
I'll beatbox for him. How's
Okay.
that? Yeah. Well, if you haven't been downtown lately, or maybe you have, you may have noticed that there's a lot of construction going on in front of the Opera House. Well, guess what? The renovation is almost complete, and they're preparing to host their very first production in almost 20 years there.
Almost 20 years.
you believe it's been that long?
Amazing. I'm excited to hear about it. So please help us welcome the brain behind it all, the Executive Vice President of Events for the new Peabody Opera House, Mr. John Urban.
here.
I thought you were Shaft
Big,
walking out there.
big night in the STL.
Big night in the STL. You made it bigger.
Well, very excited to be here, guys.
Thank you
It's
for
great.
coming. Thank
Great.
you. You know what? I love New York City. I went there this summer.
Okay.
And I know you worked on the Radio City Music Hall restoration there.
I did, yeah.
Tell us about what you brought from that experience to us here.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Opera House is an amazing gem. It's a treasure beyond all treasures. I call it, I've come to refer to it as the Radio City Music Hall of St. Louis. Really? It is every bit as elegant, every bit as majestic and spectacular as the building that I spent 7 years in back in New York. And pretty much the same era, too. You're talking about 1934, which is an era that defined cool and style. I mean, this Art Deco style of the Opera House never goes out of style. So bringing it back to life, $79 million worth of restoration downtown on 14th Street. We can't wait for everybody to get inside and ooh and ah. We ooh and ah every day, and we see it every day. And it's spectacular, the transformation that's happened after being closed for 20 years.
Wow.
What's the lineup going to look like?
Lineup is crazy. The lineup is... well, we'll talk. First things first. Let's talk about October 1st.
Okay,
you guys
so
mentioned that we're sort of coming down the home stretch. Well, one of the things that we talked about with the Opera House is, you know, the opportunity to appeal to the widest possible audience. You know, closed for 20 years, but going back 77 years. You know, there are decades of people that have wonderful memories about attending everything from the ballet to the opera to, you know, in the 70s and 80s, it was one of the great concert halls in the whole country. So the kinds of shows that have happened there. So people are, St. Louisans and people in this region are connected incredibly to this building, not just to the architecture, but to the memories they have there. My grandmother took me to the ballet or to a Broadway show, or I graduated high school. I mean, people, I've been here a year and a half, and people have come up to me literally every day in every meeting that I've been in, sharing a story or two or three about their connection to the Opera House. So it's very much in the emotion of the city, which I think is why the anticipation and the excitement about the comeback is so real to everybody.
And you know, we are the gateway city.
You are the gateway
city. Do you think this will be another avenue for people from other cities and states to come?
I think it's a great reason to come down. I mean, we're going to be doing shows. We talk about the lineup. You know, we kick it all off on October 1st with just an amazing gala. Hosted by Jay Leno and starring Aretha Franklin. We wanted to open, it's a legendary building, you got to open with a legendary performer.
Absolutely.
Aretha was our first choice. She was thrilled and excited to do it. If you've seen any reviews about her tour this summer, she is just blowing the roof off places, and all the hits, and we could think of nothing better than, you know, a show that combines some humor. There's going to be some St. Louis-ness there. We've got some special guests lined up for that night. And then we'll close the night with probably 75 minutes of Aretha doing everything you can imagine. And just what a better way to rechristen, you know, this wonderful venue. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's right.
Speaking of that, a building like that deserves the respect.
It
You
does.
talk about the legacy.
So we were talking about, I mean, so it was important to us because so many people feel that connection to the building, and we want to honor that, and it's kind of a privilege to be part of the group that's reopening it and sort of creating the lineup. So, you know, we're going to be doing touring Broadway. We'll be announcing in about 3 weeks' time, mid-September, this springtime Broadway season, which has some great titles, a wide range of things from the Green Day musical American Idiot to Disney's Mary Poppins and a whole bunch of things. So something for everybody. And even if you look at like the first 10 days that were open, we tried to do things that really spoke to all of those audiences. I mean, you're talking about the Queen of Soul on opening night. The following week, we come back with Roger Daltrey, one of the great classic rock superstars of all time, doing Tommy from The Who. Wilco, local band, one of the hottest indie bands in the world today, sold out a show in 20 minutes.
Wow. So let me ask you this. What do you think you know about the Opera House that some people may be surprised to find out when they come back?
That they'll be surprised to find out. One of the things that's been amazing to me, given the size of the venue, it's 3,100 seats. That's a lot of people.
Wow.
It's a big room when you think about the number, but it may be hard to translate this, but it's only 150 feet from the last row to the front of the stage.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is like watching your favorite artist like in your living room. It really, the design of the building, and again, we're going back to 1934, but the design of the building is unequaled for sound and for sight lines. It's it's one of the greatest places I've ever been in terms of, you know, the live event experience and being able to connect and hear and see, and plus everything else that we've done with the restoration for the guest experience and the artist experience. I mean, all new dressing rooms and loading dock and and all new, you know, bars and food and beverage and restrooms and, you know, wait till you see what a great evening it's going to be above and beyond what goes on the stage.
Wonderful. Ivy, it's going to be awesome. You know we're going to have to give away some tickets then right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him, so how do I get tickets? Well, guess what? I got 2 tickets right here. Rich? John, I'm going to let you draw 2 names.
Nice.
All right, here we go,
thank
John.
you.
We're going to have you draw
All right, so this
one name.
December, from the 7th to the 18th, go all the way down. Where is it? Where's the CLX?
In the corner.
I got it. I definitely got it. So December 7th to 18th.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're going to bring Dr. Seuss's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the Broadway production,
All right.
to the stage of the Opera House.
Awesome.
And
We're
guess
going
who's
to put up a
coming?
graphic for it. Who's coming?
Zip! Zip! Zip!
For more information about the Peabody, where should people go?
Yeah.
PeabodyOperaHouse.com. It's all on there. All the shows coming up, all the
Excellent.
pictures, everything.
PeabodyOperaHouse.com. You heard it.
You got
All
it.
right, so this is awesome. We're looking forward to it. Aren't you looking forward to it, Ivy?
I can't wait. That opening on October 1st sounds spectacular. I hope there's a seat left.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You got the number and the information right there on your screen. So thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, Cassandra.
Enjoyed it.
Great to be here.
Oh,
guys.
I hope
Thank
to see you
you.
again.
You bet.
Enjoy St.
Awesome.
Louis.
Thank you.
Well, now you know, Selena J has been doing some research and has found a St. Louis top 10 list that you may want to take notes on. So let's find out who, what, when, where, and why they're on that list. Selena J?
Thanks, Cassandra. With the help of Best Doctors, Inc., St. Louis Magazine has compiled the top 10 doctors in St. Louis. So this is what they did. They asked doctors in the area which physician they would go to if they were sick, and here are the ones most named. Cardiologist Douglas Mann, pediatrician Patrice Colbert, surgeon Richard Howard, radiologist Christine Manias, Patricia Wolf, general practice, gynecologist Raul Artal, Kristen Weedle, family practice, John Montanavi, pediatrics, internist Darren Weathers, and Sophia Chung, ophthalmologist. So make sure that you pick up your copy of St. Louis Magazine to find out more. And if you want more of the best of STL, make sure you visit YouTube. You can see all of the videos from the latest shows from STL TV. Also, make sure that you follow us on Twitter. We want your Twitter follows. Cassandra is over in the kitchen exchanging recipes with the chef. Cassandra.
Thank you so much, Selena. Yes, I'm in the best place in the house, unless, of course, if I was an audience member, that would be the #1 place. Enoch, thank you so much for Meskerem.
Right, yes.
I'm so excited. Tell me, what does Meskerem mean?
Meskerem is the name of our restaurant, but it actually represents the first month of Ethiopian calendar. Why it is named after the months of the Ethiopian calendar? Meskerem is the beginning of spring.
Oh,
And spring means to Ethiopia fresh start.
I like that. Fresh start.
We get the flowers coming out, the bees and the honeys are coming out. So you take your old clothes out, you start fresh, and that's what the season is all about. So
Meskerem.
the name is related
Fresh.
to that.
Yes, so
exactly.
everything is fresh.
Exactly.
And delicious. And Enoch, of course, is from the Bible.
Yes.
So now, tell me about what you're fixing, Enoch, and
All right.
save me a little bit, will you, please? Because Ivy will come over here and try to take it. I'm just saying.
Definitely.
So-
I'll prepare enough for almost everybody in this room.
All right, we like that.
Yes. So I'm preparing here right now about 3 dishes.
Okay.
Most people are already familiar with who comes to our restaurant.
Yes.
The first one I'm making here is called Dorawat. It's made with a chicken, and the chicken drumstick is what we use. It's made with a berbere sauce. Berbere is actually made from this flour called berbere. It's a red pepper sauce. It's sun-dried red pepper.
Is it spicy?
It's spicy.
Okay.
And it's got probably 10, 12 type of different spices
Wonderful.
in it. It's so yummy.
So
It
KFC
makes
ain't
it
got
so-
nothing on you with your spices.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. So what we got going on right here?
All right, here is the special tips I'm making. And this is beef, and I used red onion, and I caramelized the onion, and I put some red meat. And I'm going to put some of the purified butter that is spicy, which not spicy in the sense of hotness, but some good spice in it that will make it yummy.
Ah, makes it jump off the plate.
Exactly.
All right.
And over here I'm making the sambusa. Sambusa is also one of the dishes that we Ethiopians serve. It's our appetizer at the restaurant. And it's made with lentil and some spice in it. It's so tasty in your mouth. So definitely when I finish, everybody's going to have some to try.
And I understand your vegetarian dishes are truly vegetarian dishes.
Exactly. So one of the things about Ethiopian culture, actually, in the religion is we have the Lent season. In the Lent season, our tradition and our religion, Orthodox religion, recommends everybody eat vegetables. No dairy, no milk, no eggs and everything. So we have to make it strictly 100% vegetarian.
Wow.
So our vegetarian dishes are about 13 to 14 types in our menus. And who are completely vegan comes out and try it. Vegetarian people loves it, and so many taste without eating meat or any other.
So you have a little bit of everything for everyone.
Exactly. So I have some already that I bring for vegetarian section that we're going to be tasting as well.
Excellent. And I can try it all.
Very true.
All
and
right.
we're going to try it in a communal way. One of the things that Ethiopian food, you eat together. All right? The reason why you eat together is to show friendship and loyalty, and those people who eat together, those people who pray together, stay together.
Yes, they do.
We eat together and we stay together.
All right, we pray together, we stay together, we eat together, we stay together.
Exactly.
All right, Enoch, now you're open 7 days a week.
7 days, yes.
All right, now give us your address.
We are on 3210 South Grand, just Wyoming and Grand. It's down by Grand. It's now the international corridor for international food.
Excellent.
And our phone number is 772-4442. MeskeremSTL.com is also where we can be found on internet.
You can cook and you can recite it.
Exactly.
Excellent, Enoch. Now we're going to come back at the end of the show and get our taste on. So make sure you save that plate for me.
Very
it's going to be
good.
delicious. Thank you so much for coming. You keep on
Thank
cooking.
you. Thank
and
you.
Ivy is always up to something. I believe she has tracked down the band. Ivy?
That's right. Get ready to put your hands together, because here to perform and premiere their debut of their original song, I Love You, I Do, from their brand new album, Real Love Project, the Kenny DeShields Band.
You put my smile on my face when I wanna have an attitude. You make me do right when I wanna do wrong. You wipe my tears away when I'm all cried out. You give me peace of mind when I'm ready to scream and shout. I love you, I do. Say I love you, I do. I love you, I do. I love you, I do. Let's go to the island. You put me smiling on my face, yes, yes, yes. When I wanna have a real nasty attitude, said you make me do right when I wanna do wrong. Said you know how to wipe my tears away when I've been crying all through the night. You give me peace of mind when I'm ready to scream and shout. Said that I love you, said I do. Oh, 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 I love. Said I love you, I love you, I love you 'cause you first love me. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. Said I do, I do, I do. I love you, love you, love you. I do, I love you. I love you, yes I do. I love you, 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 love you like I do. I love you 'cause you first loved me. Said you hung, bled, and died just for me. You shed your blood on Calvary. I love you. Oh, I love you from the top of my head, yeah. Said I love you from the bottom of my feet. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Said I love you from the bottom of my heart. And wanna take the time to express this love right to you. Said I wanna love you, love you, love you, love you, love you like I do. I love you, yeah. I love you. If you're in love, put one finger in the air. Said that I love you, love you, love you like I do. Said I love you, love you, love you like I do. I love you, I love you, I love you one more time. Said that I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. There's no one above you, I love you. Said that I love you, yeah. You're my dream come true, yeah. You're my dream come true, oh. You're my dream come true, oh. I love you like I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love you, 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 love you. I love you, love you, love you like I do.
Yes. Yes. Woo. I think you got a whole lot of people in here who love the Kenny DeShields band now. Oh, man. Woo, super fly. I mean, that is awesome. You have this new album coming out, so how can we get a hold of it? Because we love you, Kenny.
My website, www.kennydeshields.com.
Awesome. Are you from St. Louis?
I'm actually from Mississippi. I moved to St. Louis about 7 years ago and been here, and this is my new home, so I'm a St. Louisan now.
And aren't we glad to have him? Yes. Hey, Kenny's going to be performing September 30th. Talk about that.
Okay, it's the Stevie Wonder tribute sponsored by 88.1, so I'm one of the 10 bands that's going to be doing some classic Stevie Wonder songs. I'm really excited about it, and the band will be with me as well.
Hey,
yeah.
we love the band, too. Hey, yeah, let's hear it for them. Now, we talked about the album, we talked about your upcoming appearance, but you also filmed a music video for the song we just heard recently.
Yes, last week. It was a project called Listen Up by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, so I'm one of the new artists that's going to be on that. So September 1st, the video will have the world premiere. So.
And we catch that online?
Yes, online at www.kennydeshields.com once again, and Facebook, YouTube. We'll have all the information for the website.
And we're going to hear more from Kenny DeShields Band in a little bit. Oh, yeah, we're excited about that. And we got a whole lot more coming your way, so don't touch that dial, including an interview with Zipper Zeppa, Lisa Zigman, and a whole lot of fun with tomatoes. Yum. Don't go anywhere.
There's something about love that makes you want to smile when you want to have a frown. Said there's something about the love that makes you turn upside down. It's the kind of love that you won't find nowhere else. This is the real love, love.
You promised me the world. Is this what you had in mind?
Every choice we make has a consequence. Help EarthShare and its members restore balance to the world. Visit earthshare.org and see what you can do. EarthShare, one environment, one simple way to care for it.
I heard someone ask the other day, how did that law ever pass? But they never even contacted their legislator. My teacher says legislators are concerned about what people think and want to hear everyone's opinion, even mine, and I can't even vote yet. People ask, where's my voice? To me, it's easy. You can call, write, or email your elected officials anytime and let them know how you feel about an issue. Am I missing something?
Learn how you can make your voice heard by logging on to representativedemocracy.org.
Love is the answer to all questions. Hope is the breath that keeps my spirit alive. Smiles are the world's most plentiful resource. Easter Seals changes the lives of people living with disabilities. Learn how at easterseals.com. Be an angel of change.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, you know what? Remember, you can friend us on Facebook.com/STL channel.
And look for us on Twitter as well. So, you know, you can follow all the great things going on with STL.
Absolutely. We're always keeping you in the loop, in the know.
In the know, that's right.
Thanks for staying with us again. LJ has joined us to share a unique event with tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
LJ, what's all this tomato stuff?
Well, it was the 6th annual Iron Barley Tomato Fest, and it was just incredible. I had never seen so many things done with tomatoes for a good cause, because they were raising money for Corporal Todd Nicely as well as for the Live for Life gym. So it was just incredible.
Yeah, I can picture a lot of everything being kind of a hot mess with LJ on the scene and tomatoes.
It was a little hot mess. Maybe we should look at it.
Let's check it out.
We are here with a new friend, Mr. Coghill, at the Tomato Fest. Tell us about the fest.
Tomato Fest, it's all about tomatoes. We did the world's largest BLT today, 224 feet 3 inches, 18 inches wide, one big sandwich.
And when I say we got tomatoes everywhere, we have tomatoes everywhere. We even have tomato pizza. Check it out. How long does a pizza like this take to cook?
3-4 minutes maybe.
3 or 4 minutes? I'm going to have to get a slice. This is the 6th annual Iron Barley Tomato Fest, and they got lots of tomatoes. They look real good, guys. How good are they?
Oh, they're absolutely delicious.
Let's just find out. Go. Why don't you tell us about the charities that you're supporting and everything?
All the money raised today, the proceeds from the sale of the sandwiches, is all going to the Live for Life gym and Marine Corporal Todd Nicely.
Our son Todd Nicely, who's an injured Marine, lost all 4 of them in Afghanistan, and this is going to help build his house, and we'd like to thank Tom Cowgill and Iron Barley for putting this event on, and also the Rib Fest earlier in the summer.
Tell us why this time of year.
Because this is when the tomatoes are coming out. This is when they're falling off the plant. This is when they're the ripest. This is just the time for tomatoes, and everybody loves a good tomato.
In a few minutes, we're about to start the dodgeball tomato competition.
Yeah, that's going on right behind us.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's dodgeball except with tomatoes.
Thanks, Mr. Coghill, for talking to us. Let's go get in the way of the dodgeball competition. We are out here at the dodgeball competition at the Tomato Fest. I better get out of the way. We got 2 teams going on, and all the tomatoes are flying everywhere. I better get out of here.
Was a lot of tomatoes. I'm glad that she went out there and supported them. That's a good cause.
The food looked outstanding, and I think you could probably make a pretty good-sized BLT sandwich with $35 Sam's Club card. How about you?
Oh, you know what? I mean, I just so happen to have one.
Oh, let's see. Who are we going to give that away to? Let's see. We got Kenya Foster. Yay! Congratulations,
You should get an extra one just for the enthusiasm.
That was good.
All right, Kenya, congratulations, and we'll get you that Sam's card. Now, you know, Cara is always up to something, and I understand she's doing something with Amazing Taste and all kinds of great audience interviews. So, Cara, what's going on in the audience?
Well, Amazing Taste means Zip Rizeppa. I love saying that name, Zip Rizeppa. How many people get that wrong?
A lot. You should see my mail.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Oh, my God. Zipper, zipper, zipper. Yeah, apartment 4. So you used to be a famous local sportscaster, turned to nonprofit. Tell us about that.
Well, after 19 years of doing TV, Cara, I wanted to serve and help others, and that's why I'm happy to be at Angel's Arms right now.
Very nice. And tell us about that organization.
Well, we help foster kids have a happy childhood. We buy homes, we recruit good foster parents, we keep foster siblings together, which is so important, and we help them have a happy childhood and grow toward being successful citizens.
You have quite a few homes around St. Louis right now.
We do. We have 6, 5 in St. Louis County and 1 in St. Charles County, and each of our homes has up to 6 foster kids, and we really provide them with all kinds of things. Our volunteers are amazing, our staff is amazing, and our foster parents are the best.
Yes, they are. They're in their, what are they? They're licensed foster parents, correct?
They're experienced, they're trained, they're certified, they know what they're doing in helping kids be kids and have a successful future.
Very nice. Now tell us about the event.
Amazing Taste supports Angel's Arms, and it is amazing, and it is a taste of just about everything. 500 wines, beers, spirits from all over the world, 70 vendors are bringing it all in, plus food, exotic cuisine, all afternoon on Sunday, September 18th.
You sound very excited about this event. I am too, and so does your whole group here. Is everybody from Angel Arms? Yeah. Very nice. Thanks for being here.
Listen, for $35, you get a wine glass, you get a plate, you get to graze for 4 hours among this amazing selection of food and wine and everything. It's going to be great.
Yes, and all the money goes to a good cause.
Absolutely. Angel's Arms, for sure.
So how can people get tickets?
They can go to angelsarms.org. That's the best way. Get your ticket in advance. You can get tickets that day. It's going to be at the Wildwood Town Center. Okay. Beautiful site. Going to be a Sunday afternoon. Last year, Cara, 800 people came out in the rain.
That's awesome. Hopefully you'll get more this year.
If it's sunny, we'll have after being on STL TV, maybe 2,000 or 3,000. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Zipper Zappa. Okay. Cassandra and Ivy.
Thank you, Cara. Sounds an awesome event.
Very fun.
And now, you know, you've seen her on KSDK Channel 5, and we are welcoming her today on Best of the STL.
An investigative reporter, a mother, and a cancer survivor. This inspirational woman is here to talk about something very near and dear to her heart.
Please help us give a warm welcome to Miss Lisa Zigman.
The news like that, right?
That would be great. Put up our ratings.
That would Speaking of the news, we know you're on KSDK, and obviously that's something that you love. It's a passion for you. What is it about your job that you would say was your favorite thing?
Knowing things before everybody else, and then I get to tell you all what's going on. I love that. I have a passion for journalism and for giving a voice to the voiceless and for holding the powerful accountable.
That's a good point, especially since you are known in St. Louis as an investigative reporter.
Yes.
You know, and now you're anchoring and things like that. So
who knew they'd want to put a middle-aged mom on camera and anchor? Are you kidding me?
That's who's watching.
Yeah, really. It's funny when they said to me, "We'd like you to do some more anchoring." I said, "Are you kidding? Don't you want to hire somebody younger?" And they said, "No, we want you." I said, "Okay."
They want an experience.
Yeah.
Hey, that is awesome, and you do an excellent job, by the way.
Thanks,
Keep it up. All right, does she do an excellent job?
Yeah.
Now, Lisa, obviously we talked about you being a mom. So tell us a little bit about your family life. You enjoy that part of it too? You have to kind of leave work and then go home.
Oh, I don't think you ever leave being a mom. You're always, when you're at work, you're like, oh, okay, what are the kids doing? Are they okay? And I'm so glad they're back in school because I love his schedule. So I have a 15-year-old daughter, Michaela, and a 12-year-old son, Taylor, and my husband, Michael, and they're the center of my universe.
Of course.
Yeah.
That schedule has got to be tough, though, to manage it all and keep it going. So what is your key to keeping yourself sane as one mother to another?
We're taking notes.
Yes.
So that's assuming that we're all sane. I think it's a sense of balance, finding those scales where you can balance it all and get the fulfillment of work that you love and have time for your kids and learning to say no to work. When they say we need you, you have to learn to say I can't be there. I'd like to be, but I have a parent-teacher organization meeting, or I have the Halloween party that I have to be to. It's okay to say no.
It is. And life is life. You don't get that back. You got to work at it every day.
Oh, that's something I learned.
I was going to say that. And we know that last year you had an unexpected illness. Tell us about that.
So, well, if I can go back just a little bit, 2.5 years ago I felt a lump on my groin. And I asked my doctors, because I worked out all the time, I ate well, I got enough sleep, so I didn't really think that it was a big deal. And so I asked my internist if it was anything. He said, no, it's no big deal. And it continued to grow, and until it got to the point where I said, this is probably a bigger deal than I think it is. And I went back to a doctor and I said, look at this again. And it got to about this big, and it felt like cauliflower. It was really, really hard, and so it's not normal. It shouldn't have been there. And so on November 1st, I was diagnosed with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a blood cancer. And there were tumors everywhere. They were in my neck, in my chest, in my stomach, in my groin. And there's no cure for this type of blood cancer, but there's great treatment. And we're so lucky that we live in St. Louis because we have world-class doctors at a world-class hospital, and there's great treatment. So if I had a message, it was, when you hear the words "you have cancer," you don't have to fear it like our moms did or our grandmoms did, because there's great treatment out there.
Wow, what a survivor.
Yeah.
Well, and you were able, talk about though the treatment that you went through, because you were very open with it, and it's great that you're sharing the story now, but I don't think if people were, you don't look like you had cancer, you didn't look like it because you stayed on the air, you were able to keep going.
Yeah, so with this type of cancer, they have a brand new treatment, and had I been diagnosed when I first felt that lump, the treatment would have been more toxic and not as effective. So this treatment is new, and there was a chemo that I did for 6 months, and that kills all the cells, but then there's a targeted treatment, and that just attacks cancer cells, and it leaves all the healthy cells alone. And because of this new treatment, I didn't lose my hair, and it wasn't as toxic, so I was able to work. And that really is the focus of cancer treatments now, to find more targeted treatments that just kill the cancer cells. And that's what we have to find more of. That's sort of my push forward.
So you went into this, obviously, like most people that find out they have cancer, not knowing anything. But now on the other side of it, what do you know, and what would you share with someone else who may tomorrow be told they have the same thing?
I would say the best advice that I received was from a girlfriend who had a very aggressive form of breast cancer, and she said, it is okay to wallow. Give yourself a time limit, though, and whether it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and when you're done, and you will have those moments, pick yourself up and put one foot in front of the next and go on with that day.
What's next for you? I mean, this has given you some new perspective, I would think.
So now I'm going to pay it forward, and I'm paying it forward with trying to use my name recognition in St. Louis and help an organization that means a lot to me called Pedal the Cause. And I love this organization so much because 100% of all money donated will stay in St. Louis and go to cancer research.
Which is huge.
Excellent.
To find new targeted treatments.
And I'm glad you said that, because we're going to talk more about Pedal the Cause after this break. And we're going to find out how you can help St. Louis, because you're givers. You want to help. So stay with us. We'll be right back with Lisa Zigman.
men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO is home. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people, people just like you. To find out how you can help, visit us at uso.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Did you vote in the last election? I know I would have. I'd want my voice to be heard. You see, the only way your ideas can count is for our elected officials to hear from you. My dad says it's easy. Just learn about the process and vote. So you have all this power to really make a difference. And you didn't take time to vote? Am I missing something?
Learn how to make your ideas count by logging on to www.representativedemocracy.org.
When you think of the reasons people end up in the ER, you probably wouldn't think of West Nile virus from mosquitoes, asthma attacks from cockroaches, hantavirus from rodents, or Lyme disease from ticks. Even bites from fire ants and other stinging insects send 500,000 people here every year. But you could make a difference in helping to protect your family from pest-related illnesses. Go to pestworld.org to learn how. Why wait until there's an emergency?
STL, and we're talking about Lisa Zigman. Before the break, she was telling us about Pedal the Cause. Now, Lisa, let me ask you, did you know about Pedal the Cause before you had cancer, and did you participate?
So it started, the first year was last year, and the gentleman who started it, Bill Coleman, who was a cancer survivor, said, listen, will you be the MC for my upstart organization? I said, well, sure, it's going to cancer research, I'll do that, and that was last October. I had no idea the next month I'd be diagnosed with cancer.
Whoa.
Everything just seems like it all happened for a reason.
I believe that, Ivy. I really do. You know, and you were talking about what was the hardest part, and I was telling Cassandra, you know, hearing the words "you have cancer" is hard. Saying the words "mommy has cancer."
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
Hardest thing ever. But to have this organization to be able to pay it forward, to embrace yourself in something like Pedal the Cause has been so healing. And it's a fun event. I mean, that's what I want to get across. This is going to be so much fun.
Why?
Because, okay, you're with hundreds of people. It's a cycling event, and so I'm not an expert cyclist. I'm just learning how to do it. And I went riding with Jay Indovino, who's the executive director of Pedal the Cause, and it's very social. So you all would just love it. Because, you know, you have lots of people out there, and you're being a part of something that's bigger than yourself, right?
And the proceeds, 100% of it goes to research right here in St. Louis. Wow. Now, Jay and I got to talk a little bit earlier, and we were talking about how there's different courses. So you don't have to be an expert cyclist. There's something for everybody. And we know St. Louis is a cycling city, right?
That's right. So we have courses that range from 15 to 75 miles. So, you know, even at 15 miles, we have some great, you know, fan support along the course. We have great aid stations. It's just going to be a lot of fun for anyone. We also have a spinning tent. So if you're really uncomfortable getting on the road, you could sit still and spin for the cause.
And
you know, Ivy, I would love to do it, but see, if I did the 15-mile one, I'm afraid that maybe Henry, your little boy, would pass me up on his tricycle.
No, and that was my fear. I said, we're not quite there yet, Jay, for the whole family to participate, but they're looking for volunteers along the route, so that we thought we might do that.
And, that'd be great to be along the side of the route to cheer everybody on like they do at the Tour de France. They have everybody on the side, and we're hoping to get schools and all kinds of kids involved, too, so that would be great. And then you could be a virtual rider also. You don't have to leave your house. You can be at home and just say, okay, I want to be a part of this, and
donate.
Awesome.
Donate.
And that time of year is really good weather.
It is good.
It's the first weekend of October, in case we didn't mention that.
Yes, indeed. So now, any age can participate?
Oh yeah, October 1st and 2nd, and I want you to know, Bill Coleman, who started Pedal the Cause, always says we are on the 10-yard line right now in terms of research. If we can move the ball to the 50-yard line in our lifetime, we will have changed the world. We will have saved millions of lives, and it will start here. It will start here in St. Louis. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart.
And research is the key.
It is the key. And we can't rely on government anymore. It has to come from us. We have to do it as a grassroots organization. And so the money will go to Children's Hospital. It's not just for lymphoma. It's for all cancers, children cancer, brain cancer, melanoma, prostate, colon. It affects all of us. 40% of us will have cancer in our lifetime.
All right, for all the details, you definitely want to visit pedalthecause.org because you want to register and get signed up for the course that you want to take. And any
October 1st and 2nd.
Thank you for reminding me. Of course, how could I miss that? And Lisa, of course, will be down there, right?
Join Team Lisa if you can, or ride as an indivial. I'd love to have everyone on my team. So
awesome.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Cassandra, thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Ivy.
Fun. Rounding out the show, didn't she? That was awesome.
So, Lisa, you stay put. Hopefully, you'll join Ivy and I in the kitchen in a second.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, until that time, Ivy, you know, Cara has yet another interview with some interesting people.
I love it. Keep us informed, Cara. What's it all about?
Well, I have Noah Villa here with us today with the Hispanic Festival, right?
Right.
And tell us a little bit about that. Now, there are several, though, around town throughout the year, but this one is pretty big.
Right. This is, for us, this is our biggest event, actually. We do a couple of other events up in the Florissant area during the summertime, but for us, this is our biggest event here downtown. And we've been doing this now for a while, and we really enjoy it because we get a nice turnout. Everybody here in St. Louis stops by at least for a few minutes, if nothing else, to enjoy themselves and just kind of partake of the environment. You know, we've got live music going on, so if you want to dance, we have some music for you to dance, the salsa.
Yeah, we have salsa.
And we're going to have plenty of that.
I don't do that very well, but I like it.
And also we have some very, very good food, too. I was thinking about that when I saw that food up there. We're going to have some great food there, too. And it's we kind of try to get a little bit of a difference. Say, for instance, we have Dominican, Panamanian, Mexican, Bolivian food there. So we kind of have a nice little variety, so you can kind of taste a little bit of everything there, too.
Very nice. What about jewelry, the booths, all that good stuff?
Oh, absolutely. We've got different kinds of booths there. Besides the food booths, obviously, we have the handicrafts and very nice things like you were saying, the jewelry, clothing, and also we have information there too. Different organizations have information there, and of course for those people who want something nice and cold to drink, we have beer or margaritas.
Oh my goodness, margaritas! Yeah, where's the best place to get those around town? That's what I always wonder.
Well, I would say at our festival, right? Absolutely, at our festival.
That's right. Tell us where it is, what time, and all the details.
Sure. It'll be the weekend of September 16th. It'll be the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Friday and Saturday we're going to be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then during that time, of course, we'll have all sorts of activities going on. We even have a children's pavilion there, so it's a family type of event too. So you know, we like to see families together too, and the children having a good time as long as the adults too.
Yeah, that's very nice. And now, do you have to come dressed in a certain attire?
Oh no,
to dance in?
Absolutely not. No, you can come casual. You know, just enjoy yourself. That's the main thing.
Well, is there are there dance lessons?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Normally we do before the band plays. They'll give some salsa lessons. So we want to see how good people can learn their steps to do the salsa.
Well, very nice. All right, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll toss it to Cassandra and Ivy in the kitchen.
We're all hanging out in the kitchen with all this deliciousness. No tomatoes, LJ, but a whole lot of Ethiopian food.
I want to know, Ivy, how did it get down there by you?
Well, listen. Yeah. Enoch and I go way back. See, I just greased his palms a little before the show. I said, hey, I want to try some of the injera along with all this food. And you know what? All of us ladies are going to be sitting around this table enjoying some of this food together. Now, Ethiopian food is supposed to be enjoyed that way. You talked about that.
Exactly.
And you guys are open 7 days a week.
Amazing.
7 days a week from 11:30 for lunch all the way to 9:30 for dinner.
And then on Sundays as well. And you know, everything is made from scratch. So you can get it gluten-free, it's organic, it's very good. If you're a vegetarian, it's real vegetarian food.
All natural.
All natural. And if you want to go get you some of this mescata, you can go to 3210 South Grand. Visit them online at meskeremstl.com or call them 772-4442. I'm going to dig in a little bit. Thank you for being on the show.
Very good.
It's awesome. Oh, I could try too.
You're going to try it?
Thank
All right,
you,
here you go,
yes.
ladies. Oh, Lisa, I'm so rude.
Yes.
Here, just first.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
Then I need to stand by Lisa.
So you just cut the fish.
Yeah. Oh. Dig in.
So what you do is you just scoop whichever you want first to try.
What's this?
Yeah, that's chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, it's called chicken tips.
Now, what do we do with the...
That's sambusa. This one is made with a lentil inside it. It's stuffed with lentil.
Wonderful.
And you just...
Oh, man. Well, I think it's time for us to get ready to say goodbye so we can eat.
Oh, yes. MeskeremSTL.com.
Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. And we'd like to thank our guests as well, Lisa Zigman and John Urban.
And we'd like to thank River of Life Church of Christ and God being here with us today.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, we'd like to thank our band, the Kenny DeShields Band. As a matter of fact, they're going to take us home. Goodbye, everyone. Band, take us away.
Friends go, that's the way that life goes. But you gotta know that it's a season. Summer, fall, winter, spring, and the changes that they bring. Life lessons learned in a season. Oh, friends come and friends go, that's the way that life goes. But you gotta know that it's a season. Summer, fall, winter, spring, and the changes that they bring. Life lessons learned in a season. Change with the